So, 7 Days to Die is a pretty great game, and I enjoy it. But the difficulty tends to be pretty heavily weighted towards the beginning of the game. So, after you get to a certain point, the challenge isn't really there anymore. For me, with this game, it was around level 70, and so I decided to set myself a few challenges instead of just giving up on the game like I usually do at that point. First, I visited a few extra POIs I'd never been to. Then I decided to build myself a base that wasn't just functional. I usually build like 9x9 square bases that are easy to defend, have all the crafting stuff super close, and are really functional. So for me, building a base that actually looks decent is kind of a new thing. And so I decided to build this one up here on the plateau. So, as you can see, it's highly elevated in the southern part of the map, and I built myself a landing strip, which I am not all that great at landing on. That was actually one of my better landings with the gyrocopter. In fact, I had to build this building, which has my name on it, primarily so that I can keep myself from flying off the end if I come in too fast. Because the very first time I tried to land on it, I actually went flying off the other end. Didn't die, but it was exciting. So this base is this building is mostly empty. Kind of looks like a bunker. I did add a couple of floodlights and a single turret up here. This illuminates the landing strip at night. Keeps it free of vultures if they happen to fly over this way. Other than that, that's pretty much the only purpose of that building. Built myself a well and filled it up for a water source. Got a garden with all your staples, and surrounded it with like a flower garden. Also used that for cooking, obviously, and medicine. Also kind of hides this little divot thing that happens that they haven't figured out yet. But mostly they're there for that. Added a few trees so that I can chop them down and replant them whenever I need wood. Built a watchtower up there on the very tall point of the plateau, mostly for looks. But I think it looks kind of cool. It does have some spotlights on it to help guide me in for night landings. If I lose my way, I don't have to reference the map. I can see it at a pretty good distance. It's got a pretty good view. It's an old west town down there. Already explored that, obviously. It does have a pretty nice view of the desert. But like I said, other than that, it's mostly for looks. Kind of see the base from up here. The main house, which I'm going to go to next, part of the landing strip. We'll see that staircase a little later. One thing I noticed up here, very few zombies actually spawn. So I added a couple of motion cameras and alarms just to let me know if something does show up. Single turret's been good enough to keep any zombies off the door. They usually spawn, if there's any. I get like one, and don't get any screamers up here, which is surprising given the inside of the base. This is the entryway. Got a couple of storage for dropping stuff off or picking stuff up on my way in and out. Created a living room, mostly for show. TV, couch, chair, like I said, mostly just for decoration. Added a couple of bookshelves and store like random books I've found that I don't need because I already got those perks. Back here is my kitchen. A couple of cook fires. One looks like a stove. My main medicine cabinet, all my food storage, raw ingredients. Food's not been a problem for a while. Like I said, this late in the game, it's pretty easy to keep up on it. Basement's mostly for crafting. This is if I ever decide to mine down which I haven't done yet. But so mostly this is for crafting. A massive amount of storage there for all the random stuff I have that I haven't bothered carrying back to the vendor to sell. My main crafting. Chem Station running, there's 24/7. Workbench whenever I feel like it needs something. A couple of cement mixers and 4 forges. Like I said, this should be attracting a screamer every 5 minutes or so, but they just don't spawn up here. So I did still kind of keep my enclosed area for crafting. It makes it really easy to craft stuff. I guess I didn't really decorate down here much either. All of my lights are on a timer. They turn on at night, turn off at in daytime. Do have an upstairs, not very functional really, just for decoration. Have my bed for respawning. Main power source is up here. Again, solar array maxed out, barely used. Battery array maxed out as well. Pretty great view of the base. Pretty much everything you see I've already explored. Like I said, this is pretty late in the game, and probably after this I'll record a quick demo of my Horde Night base, because I don't use this base for Horde Nights. And then I'll probably be done with this round and wait until Alpha 20 comes out to play again. So once I got this main building built and everything up here done, I decided I wanted something at ground level for my Jeep, so I don't have to keep hauling it up and down with the gyrocopter, because I guess carrying a Jeep inside a gyrocopter kind of ruins the immersion. So I tunneled way down, used torches here because electricity this long is a pain in the ass. Tunneled way down and built a garage. Over this way I have this little electrical room, mostly for just redirecting power. And then over here, got the main base. Main garage part of the base anyways. Little area in the corner stores my Chem Station just for gas. Water cooler for extra drinks. Like a chair for decoration. Oh, an electrical box. And I park my Jeep in here. Again, lights controlled by timer switches. Now, this being at the ground level, this area does attract zombies pretty routinely. So I added 4 shotgun turrets to kind of guard the entrance, and it's been more than enough to keep away things. I basically cemented in this giant entrance. Power is way elevated so that zombies can't reach it and accidentally shut it off. Kind of runs a ramp, because that way if they come down the mountain they fall down here and then they get shot up by the turrets. And that's pretty much it. Get back here a ways, you can kind of see the base end way up there. And there's my attempt at a base that looks good too. Thanks for watching.